Look where we've all come from. Just look around you in the Carolina Theater. Look where we've all come from. We look like Americans. I am thrilled to be here. The old meaning of that word, the ancient meaning was that the body was moved. We have a phrase, seemed like a rabbit ran across my grave. Something wonderful is happening. As you know, many of you know, I was a serious supporter, sincere supporter of Mrs. Senator Hillary Clinton. Serious. I meant with her to go all the way, and I went all the way with her. I knew that she is very intelligent. Wait now, you wait for me. She is very dedicated and a hard worker. I said when she left 18 scratches on the glass ceiling, 18 million. Serious campaigner. And I thought, you know what we need really is somebody to break that ceiling down. Senator Barack Obama is that person. This campaign, his campaign, has sparked something in all of us, all Americans. I believe in the sincere, most deep heart of all Americans, each American. We want to be, each of us wants to belong to a great country. Each of us, proud of my country. And each of us belongs to a great country. We just need to make it greater. That's all. That's all. This new generation of young people who have risen to the volunteer state to support, to go out and ring doorbells and knock on doors and stop people in shopping marts and ask them, have they thought about Barack Obama? Have you thought about the honesty of the man, the intelligence of the man, the dedication of the man, and interestingly enough, the inclusiveness of the man? I was told by Mrs. Obama that Senator Obama's sister, one sister, is named Maya for me. One whose father is East Indian and Indonesian is named for an East Indian and an American. I think that when we look around just in his family and we see white and black and Asian and probably Native, in mine, Native American, I imagine in Mrs. Barack's family, she will find, if she goes back far enough, she'll find some white and black and Asian and Native American and Spanish speaking and Aleut. This is how we're supposed to look, just as we look today. This is how, in truth, our country is supposed to look. And Barack Obama, Senator Barack Obama, will indeed be the person to help us to become just what we need to become, a truly great country where the white is not always the might, where the black is not always down, where women are not crushed, where mighty does not have to order the weak around. Someday, and who's to do it? In our country today, you know how the gloom is settling over us every day, as we were told by our speaker before. The gloom is settling every day when you turn on the television, when you pick up the newspaper, when you answer the phone, you think, oh my God, who's to bring us light? Who? You really have to think of Senator Barack Obama. Now, I know that there'll be plenty of people who will speak of him, and the best person, of course, is his wife. I believe only equals fall in love. I think others fall in something, they call it. Michelle Obama is obviously a woman to meet her man. She grew up on the south side of Chicago. Yes, really living, reality living. She attended public schools and was accepted into the finest universities, best colleges in our country. She left and she went to work when she graduated and went to work at the University of Chicago as their first community service program, instituting it, so that there are leaders coming out of the University of Chicago who know something about community. That is to say, they can look through community and see community. They can look through complexion and see community. These people who have been trained, thank God, by Mrs. Barack Obama are ready for the next challenge. When she gave her electrifying speech at the Democratic National Convention, she told us the values that she had been raised with and the values with which her husband had been raised. To work hard, to be honest, to be serious, to laugh as much as possible, cry when you have to, work hard, and be sure that this is your country. Each one of us must claim our country. I know that she is a phenomenal woman. I talked to Miss Oprah Winfrey yesterday afternoon, and I said, I'm going to have the pleasure of introducing Miss Obama tomorrow. Give me your take on her. She said, she's the real thing. I wrote some lines for the inauguration of Mr. William Clinton, and I'd like to read the closing lines. They're just as apt today as they were then. Here on the pulse of this new day, you may have the grace to look up and out into your sister's eyes, into your brother's face, your country, and say simply, very simply, with hope, good morning, good afternoon. I present to you the phenomenal Mrs. Barack Obama.